Quarantini Time, a show where I get to chat with my friends and family while enjoying a delicious beverage with them. My guest tonight was Remy's very first teacher when she was 4 months old. She has since become a great friend of mine. Please welcome Lindy Gunn. Hey Lindy, welcome to Quarantini Time.
Hi, Laura.
What are we drinking tonight?
Well, it's basically a tequila soda with lime. We call them ranch waters. Have you heard that?
No, that's a new one to me. I like
think
it.
it's a Texas thing. Don't ever say that at a bar. People here won't know what you're talking about. It's like a lot of lime juice. So it's basically a skinny marg.
I'm having tequila and simply limeade. This is called the Lori Carranza margarita because she taught me about it during this quarantine. So thanks, Lori.
Thanks, Lori. Cheers.
So I haven't actually seen you in like a year since the last St. Baldrick's event where you shaved off all of your hair. How much hair did you have?
32 inches, I think.
That's just ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
How was that whole head shaving experience for you? Was it traumatic? Was it exciting?
It was fine until I had a couple drinks after and was walking home to my house and I was like, oh my God, I don't have any hair. And that was like, and one other moment when I was packaging up my braids to send to children with hair loss to donate them. For some reason I was holding them and I wanted to smell them. It just came over me, and so I smelled my hair and I was like, oh God, this is attached to my body for probably 10 years. But other than that, it's been completely like something that I would prefer to do all the time.
I won't lie, it's pretty fun to do every single year. And you raise a shit ton of money for kids' cancer research. How much money did you raise?
I think all said and done, $4,600.
That is ridiculous. Excellent job.
Because I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't told me to do it.
For people that don't know, you were Remy's very first teacher when she was 4 months old.
Little Remy.
And the art that typically hangs behind my head was done by you and your babies.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic piece of art. I just wanted everybody to know that you're the brain behind that.
I really like it. And I have, like, when we made that, I had some leftovers enough to make kind of like a smaller one. Because yours is more of like a medium size. It's not huge, but it's like pretty big. And I have enough to make kind of a smallish one. And it's just sitting in my stack of like unfinished projects. I should get on that, make one for myself. It was fun to make.
When we first met you, you were working an injury or something from your roller derby days. So
yeah,
you did roller derby, which I absolutely adore. What was your roller derby name?
Gunfire, which I picked kind of before, honestly, a lot of the school shootings picked up. So if I were to go back, I would not use that name again. My last name's Gunn, so that's the only reason I did that. I wanted something with my name in it. I think a lot of people in Denver just use their last name, so it's more like football or like a real sport. My husband is to my right, and he's making fun of everything that I say. So.
I went to a roller derby once in Mankato with a couple of my friends. My friend Veronica and I decided to come up with roller derby names for each other.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what I came up with for her, but I believe the one we settled on for me was McCastrator.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
awesome.
I think I'm all set.
Yeah, you've got that part down. That's the easy part. Is picking your name.
So you're doing more and more skating to get back into shape and stuff like that. Are you going to get back into the roller derby?
Probably not. It's really intense. To be on the team in Denver, you have to spend probably around 6 hours a week at practice to make a team, and it's really intense. There are some leagues around the area that are not so like competitive, but the one that I was in was super competitive, and there's kind of a lot of politics and kind of some drama. I mean, any sport that has like a bunch of really powerful women in it is bound to have like fight. I didn't like that part of it so much. It's fun to watch still, and I've always skated since I was probably in kindergarten or so. So it's like a thing that I constantly have gone back to. Like I was a Sonic car hop. So my first job was on skates. And I was like a rink rat in middle school and stuff. Like I was always at the skating rink. So derby just felt like a normal thing for me to try. So now I just play around at rinks and I learn tricks, and it's just for fun and exercise.
So you and your husband are my second set of dinks to be on my show.
Yeah.
I love to live vicariously through you. I mean, I love having my child and she's great. But my God, the places you get to travel, and you have so many friends. You're always on the road for weddings or whatever. Where have some of your recent travels?
September of 2019, we went to Iceland. That was really great. We were in Charleston. That was pretty cool. All the worlds of like weddings and 30th birthdays are colliding. So I think we had 12 weddings last year that we went to, but so many places we went last year. We went to Maine for a wedding last year. That was cool. We went to New Zealand. It's so hard to like pick a favorite, and I usually feel like whatever place I just came back from is my favorite. So right now, obviously, Iceland's my favorite, but it's just so weird. Like, it's just, there's nothing really to compare it to. I don't know. The people, like, they're very like individualistic with like their language. They don't make new words. They're very like isolated, I guess. So their culture is really their own. And obviously the landscape is so weird. Glaciers right next to volcanoes and stuff like that. And they have all this folklore that I'm really into. Like, they totally believe in like elves and trolls and all these witchy, like they have this crazy like witch museum. I don't know. They're just really neat people. We went to a penis museum. It wasn't people's. Well, there were some people's. There was mostly animals. Almost all animal penises from around the animal kingdom. It wasn't vulgar, it was scientific.
At the end of every interview, I like to do the James Lipton COVID-19 questionnaire that I came up with.
All right.
Do you have what's your favorite word?
Wombat.
What's your least favorite word?
I don't know. Pass. We'll come back to that one.
Who would you most want to be in a stay-at-home quarantine with?
Carlisle.
Who would you least like to be in a stay-at-home quarantine with?
Oh, Trump.
What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck. I don't know. I say balls a lot, like as an expletive. Balls! But it doesn't technically count, does it?
What sound or noise do you love?
I like the noise that a bread maker makes, or at least that my mom's bread maker makes. Like the it's like an old churning sound. I like that sound.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Anything loud, like balloons popping. Anything loud and startling. I hate that. Oh, champagne bottles. Ooh. Hate it.
If you could have one type of food during a stay-at-home quarantine, what would it be?
I mean, can I say desserts? Thinking like cake or pie, like cookies. I don't know. I just like, I've been trying not to eat desserts because that's all I would eat. Or cheese.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Does foster parent count? I really wish I could be a foster parent. That seems like a profession to me. That's something that I like hope that I get to do at some point in my life.
What profession other than yours would you not like to do?
Middle school teacher. High school teacher. Sorry, Kelly. Her job seems so hard to me.
Although I don't know how you did it with screaming babies all day long either, from like a couple months
I don't
old
either.
to a year old.
Yeah. Looking back on it, I'm like, how did I do that?
And the last question tonight, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Time to take a nap.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight on Quarantini Time. I've loved having you here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be sure to have you over for dinner like we've been planning for the past year once this nonsense is over.
Sous vide steaks. It's going to happen.
It will. I promise.